Hi Kirby fans, so today what we're going to be doing is getting that Sentria 1 back together. So what we'll do is get straight to it. Hi Kirby fans, welcome back to the channel. Again, those who are new to the channel, if you're getting value out of this content, then contemplate. Slam that subscribe button, it's absolutely free. Ding that bell for notifications so you don't miss any upcoming episodes. Give us a big thumbs up and comment down below. I will reply to the comment, and if you like what you comment, I'll pin it to the video. Right, so as I said, in today's video, what we're going to be doing is getting that Sentria 1 back together. Now, if you didn't watch the previous episode, I'll put an iCard above. Make sure you check that one out. It was in a sorry state, as you've seen. If you didn't skip through the video as well, we also had a spider in there. I nearly died when the thing come crawling out. So what we're going to do today is we're going to get it back together. As I said in the previous videos, a lot of things going on with that Sentria, which I will run through, and we are replacing quite a lot of parts. So again, those who are new to the channel, if you find you're getting value out of this content again and you want to enter that competition that starts at 2,000 subscribers, I'm going to announce what it is at 1,500, which we're not far away. So make sure you're subscribed to enter that. And again, don't forget that everything I use in this video and all my videos, there are links in the description below. So make sure you check those out for the best place to get your Kirby parts. Also check out the Kirby merchandise. Obviously not doing it today. So what we'll do is we'll cut to the chase and we'll jump straight into it. Right, so if you didn't see the previous video, we got all this polished up, got it washed. There were a lot of parts that were damaged. I had to drill the handle out, I had to drill the base out. It's just horrendous how it actually was and how it was actually treated. I was quite surprised the state of it. I mean, it's a 2007, fair enough, but for 13 years old, this thing had been stored in a shed for at least 12 months. It was corroded inside, and we had that spider incident. If you haven't seen the previous video, make sure you check that out. I nearly died when the thing crawled out. I'm glad I actually took this apart outside after I did the CFM test. I'm lucky nothing crawled out while I was actually doing that. So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be jumping in, getting it all back together. We've got a lot of new parts to actually fit. So basically, it's having a whole refurb. Now we can't reuse this purely because the LED bulbs, and I will put a link to the description of everything I use today, so make sure you check those out. The LED bulbs don't actually fit in these ones. They're a different, Kirby actually changed them. So what I'll do is I'll quickly zoom in and show you what I've actually changed, purely because I've had to get an LED bulb and you can't get the ones for these, as far as I know, because I purely never get these for some reason. I always get the one for the later model. So I'll zoom in and show you what the actual difference is. I have got a video showing you how to change an LED bulb on your Sentria. So again, make sure you check that out. I'll put an iCard up at the end of the video. But I'll quickly zoom in and show you what the actual difference is. So this one here hasn't actually got the same connection as this. The board actually slots in with the LED bulbs on. And this is the new one. So that's what I'll be replacing, and this is a 2011 onwards as far as I know. I'm not sure if Kirby did it earlier, but as well as that, as you've seen in the previous video, and I'll just zoom back. So if you watch the previous video as well, I had to drill the pan out. So the older pan was actually metal. I didn't know that, but in 2007 when the Sentrias were out, they were actually the last Kirby to have the cast aluminium pan as opposed to the G7. Now I always thought it was just the G7, but obviously the early Sentrias had that aluminium base. Now, because I've changed that, the vent on these ones is actually fixed. It's fixed in, so you don't need to fiddle about with that vent trying to get it in, which I think is a lot easier when you're assembling them back together. So we're going to change the pan for starters. Obviously, I don't need that piece there. We're going to change that. We've got the new LED in there, so it actually comes in a protective tube. We've got to change the pivot assembly. If you've seen the previous video, again, this thing was solid, it was rusted away, so I've had to put a new one of those on. We've got, obviously, new trim. We've got a new handle, because the handle was just rusted up. All this was split here as well. So we've got a new handle. The bag, we've replaced the bag to a later style bag. So we've got the Sentria later style bag in there, and then we've got new wheels and a new leaf and a new fan. So we've got quite a lot to put into it. It's actually brand spanking new. Basically, it's just a full refurb on a Sentria 2007. I wouldn't normally do it on something that's old, but while I got it apart, I thought I might as well replace the handle, because I've got to replace the handle anyway. purely because the back plate was broke on the handle. All this was corroded in the previous video, and you couldn't actually get it in or out. So the pivot assembly was broke as well. If you've seen the previous video, again, I actually tapped that with a screwdriver and a hammer, knocked it in. I could actually get the handle out then, but when I got it out, I tried to prise this back out and it all fell apart, and it was all corroded anyway, so we've got a new one of those. So we've got plenty of new parts. What we'll do is we'll jump to the time lapse and start getting it back together. time-lapse, so we're just going to get this back together now. Literally the same again. We're going to put the handle on. So we've got a new handle that actually goes in and out. Again, none of it's broke. Just slide that through there. Okay. Got our bag, brand new bag. And our head. So we'll leave the belt off, and we're going to put a bag in there as well. And what we'll do is jump into the airflow test. So just check it actually works as well. So what we'll do is just zoom in, have a quick look around, see what it's looking like now compared to what it was. Then we'll throw a bag in there and do an airflow test. So you can see most of the scratches have gone now. There's still a few actually missed, but you can't see them unless you actually look for them. So we'll flip around to the side. We've got all new trim, all new wheels. So it's a total refurb. New bag. The only original thing externally is obviously the boot. But other than that, there was a massive scratch there, that's gone. And hopefully the LED works now. So what we'll do now is jump in and get it on the airflow meter. So that's coming in at 121.76, so nearly 122 CFM. So I think that's correct for what that airflow should be for that mini emptier and the Sentria 2007. Right, so I enjoyed the video, and as you can see now, the Sentria is kicking out nearly 122 CFM, so that's a major improvement on what it had. I think it was at 118, so we've gained another 4 CFM with the belt wound off. Don't forget to check out the links in the description below. There's loads of Black Friday deals going on, so make sure you check those out. And those new to the channel, if you're getting value out of this content, then contemplate showing support by slapping that subscribe button. It's absolutely free. Ding that bell for notifications so you don't miss any upcoming episodes. Give us a big thumbs up and comment down below. I will reply to the comment, and if you like what you comment, I'll pin it to the video. And what we'll do is cut to any bloopers, and I'll catch you in the next one. Right, so I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you found that really, again, as you can see, that G7